Alright, holy shit, we are back. It is still Tuesday, the 27th of June, and I am done processing everything that just fucking happened. Let's see. I thought about it while I was eating and touching grass and stuff, and I do think I'm going to leave it like this with Bahamut, with Impulse and Flare Breath. Maybe not Flare Breath. Let me look what the other ability on Bahamut is. Satellite. Might give Satellite a try. I'd rather do just Satellite instead of Flare Breath. Let's try that out. Heat Wave. Heat Wave damage is up, but I kind of want to put Wind Up as well. Wind Up shreds too, and I use the fuck out of it. Still need my AP up eventually, unfortunately, because I'm still trying to get Judgment Bolt. So that's going to be on there for a while. Yeah, let's continue on with the story and see what happens. I'm interested to see where the game goes from here.
It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. But time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath. We got stuff to do, places to see, places to go, things to see, so we'll get there one day, though. One day we'll be able to sit down and think about everything that's fucking happened. Cursebreaker intelligence. Bullets from my brother's and sister's field are all the same. It's a curse the sky is cast not only all over the land, but over the hearts of the people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion. Destruction that storms final mother crystal. For now, the realm endures, but each new flood to her few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is, as ever, dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. Quite the mess. But out to one side is that there's little left of the capital after the Mad Prince's royal tantrum. What of you and yours? Did you manage to escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but still this might be good to set Elle's mind at ease. Aw, Theodore and Louise are worried. Even though we only met them for like 5 seconds. Alright, let's go see
Did you
what's...
see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fancy silks stained red.
Joshua and Dion. I hope Dion made it. Blackthorn.
What do I owe the honor?
Ask about the skies.
Fran about the skies. Let me get my work done. So I'm going to keep my forge and keep to my forge and leave saving the world to those better suited to the task.
Unless that is.
Got to give me a hand shooting the birds. Forge. So what it be?
Brightburn. Lingered there, no warmth, nor smoke, but in his light did burn both flesh and bone. Grindstone, the light shard, and the meteorite. Alright. New
Lost you a good
sword. Any new armor? Doesn't look like it.
Anything else?
I'm good. Thanks as always, Geralt. Or Blackthorn. God damn it, I keep calling him Blackthorn, or Geralt. Boots.
For not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there. I told Nan we flew back on the Phoenix, but she walloped me for telling fibs. Can you tell her it was the truth, Clive?
Oh, you're on your own. That ain't my job. Karen.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Ask about the skies. You're not expecting me to explain the skies. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say it was the end of the world.
The whole realm's in chaos.
I've had orders cancelled on me left and right, and that's from the few associates I haven't lost contact with.
As the old saying goes.
It's opportunity and adversity. The market for sharp steel is more bullish than ever. We'll find a way to keep this place fed and watered. Don't you worry. I won't let our little family go hungry, whatever the weather.
If you're gonna buy some, be quick about it.
You be quick about it. Used in crafting, valuable can be traded for gil.
You got out else? Still alive, are you? Go on then.
Fortunately for you. Sash. Handler's Whisperers. Fire Heat Wave. Gambit. Meteorite. Desert Rose. Valley Matter. No. Night Terrors. Sure.
It'd better all be
Trying to
here.
get as many fucking.
Come again. Or don't. Clive. Go on then.
Trying to get as many of the orchestrion rolls as I can so I can
You're
stop
rubbing me
sinking
blind,
gil
you
into
know.
all those.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much
Seems the
bothered either
highway
way.
has lost its appetite.
Twilight, acquired during the main scenario. Night Terrors. Please tell me I didn't spend 200 or 20 grand on that. So I could either go back to Lovely, Dark and Deep, or stay on. I want to stay on Twilight for a little bit. It's kind of soothing right now, and it is a really pretty song.
Sid! Look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia.
Oh god, it's the
Said they were all
fangs.
the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What we having?
My man did it. He made him popular.
Bombs! And they
Shit.
are good. You should try one.
Hey? The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
Yeah, silly. Jeez. Speak with Alt-O. Harpocrates, do you have any words for me in these trying times?
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
There's a storm coming. I just don't know what's gonna happen. I can't tell you where the story's gonna go after fighting Space Bahamut.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
Ask about the skies.
With the darkening skies,
It has once again taken hold of our heart. And though I have not the power to dispel the gloom above, I should like to believe my tales help to lighten it below.
but be that as it may,
Turning our eyes from the problem, space us will not help to solve them. A mere tale cannot lighten the burden those who must bear the weight of the world.
Not that doesn't tell.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Oh, that's a lot of progress.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Ultima.
The otherworldly being behind much of the tragedy and turmoil that's plagued Valisthea means to claim Clive as his vessel, Mythos, by purging his will, a will strengthened by the ties of consciousness that bind Clive with the others. He unleashes primogenesis upon the world, shrouding it in darkness and turning thousands of Akashic. The ties of consciousness might be loosened at last, loosened. Primogenesis. Alright, let's figure out what the hell is going on here. Spell cast by the Ultima that casts a roiling pall over all Valisthea. Ifrit Risen. Space Ifrit. The two icons of fire united as one. Clive and Joshua manifested this being in the skies above the crystalline dominion after entreating their icons to grant them the power they needed to quell the raging Bahamut. Has the body of Ifrit, the wings of the phoenix, and a Might that far exceeds either icon alone. The dominant of the Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne. Though he and Clive trod their separate paths for many years, the brothers will finally reunite amid the rids of the crystalline dominion. Crystal Flower. When Drake's tail came under attack by a maddened Bahamut, the heart of the Mother Crystal responded by delving into its attacker's innermost thoughts and summoning into creation that which most plagued his tortured soul. The wyvern tail that represented the trust Prince Dion's father placed in him and his duty to the realm. Rise of the Worm. Rebellion of the Holy Order of the Knights Dragoon that took place in the Crystalline Dominion. Provoked by Emperor Sylvester Lesage's decision to overlook his eldest son, Dion, make his second-born, Olivier, child of the Empress Annabella, crown prince in his place. Seeing this is yet another victory for Annabella in her long campaign to subvert somber politics for her own ends, Prince Dion wore the Dragoons into action. Having lost control of his icon, he inadvertently laid waste to the city he had tried to save.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Else, Tarja. Resident Physiker of Clyde's hideaway and trusted ally of the cause. Branded as a bearer from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Tarja put her surgical training to use in removing her own brand. A procedure she has since perfected and offers to any other escaped slave. They do such a good job with the lore and the world building in this game. So cool to like just delve into the active time lore and like look at the explanations for some of the things that are going on, things that you might miss that aren't on the surface.
Tell me you saw that.
But I don't see shit, man.
There's talk of these skies driving me.
Nectar. You the hunt board. S rank. Ruin Reawakened. Simberqual legend tells of a dread dragon who sat near half the realm alight with his torrid breath, before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Grieger herself, some sources claim. Though it has long been forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are mere myth, the reports of a great dragon's roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire, are real enough. Red Dragon, Woodlands, huh? 10 of Clubs. Merchants who ply their trade across the fields of Carava tell of an outlaw, 5 and 20 hands high, and mighty of Thew, who preys on unescorted travelers. They claim he lives alone in one of the many abandoned villages that litter the region, but none has been brave nor foolish enough to narrow the search any further. If you who read this have either of both of those qualities, the Dalmekians beg your aid. Magath Brothers. A lone rowing boat has been sighted making land off the coast of Port Isolde. Its occupants wearing the garb and speaking the language of the Iron Kingdom Crusaders. One can only assume that they have come to take their vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying that which they hold most dear. We advise against all travel to the area, lest they think that kill or capture our members in retaliation. Well, this is somewhere in Sombrec. This is Vamere, Dalmekia, Quiet Sands, Rosaria. Alright. Anything here, Goat?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
I can't go to do any of those hunts yet. Okay. Fair enough. As soon as I do get the option to, I will.
What are you making them skies then?
Ill omen is what? We should call back the scouts. All of them.
Otto, how fares the realm? The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit. And Gav? He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though. Do you have any good news?
Port supply these
That
days.
depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I'll leave the scheming to those more suited to the task.
Vivian?
Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Yeah, let's talk to Vivian. Get a status update on the tactical situation of the realm. What's left of it.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
That's the spirit.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Lay him on me.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us.
Oh, so it's Endwalker.
Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
And we are pretty small in the grand scheme of things.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
You gonna fight an entire army? Is that the plan? Speak with Harpocrates, my man. My man Harpocrates, what's up, dude? What do you got for me? Harpocrates.
Storm coming soon. Will there be...
Storm coming, kids.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
My man.
Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
That shit's fucked. Oh no, oh goddamn, I just realized I never took a look at this sword after I crafted it. It's fucking sick. Called Lightburn? Brightburn. Yeah, that's sick as shit. I like that. All the swords have like sick designs in this game. Even Excalibur was pretty cool, even though it was kind of like duller than I was expecting. Alright, Otto. Shit's fucked, yo. I don't know what we're gonna do about this. Ultima's an asshole, and I don't see how we can stop him.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means... there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Dream team. And some side quest. Go.
How are you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
I don't mean to be gloomy.
Oh, well, it's going to see it. Reports used to be about troop movements and chances to step fast. Hey, now it's all eat the floods, Akashic attacks, and plagues of bloody bandits. Curse and all our other allies are doing what they can. Keep their heads above water, but...
They need all the help they can get.
They're counting on you, Clive. We all are.
Here you go.
Why we fight. Yep. Flames of war. Down the rabbit hole. Oh, okay. So it's just
Seen enough?
painting those as side quest or Alliant reports then. Okay. First off, we have some hunts to do. Something in Thonbrek for the dragon.